Welcome back, and as promised, we're going to go up to Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs for some terrific Pennsylvania Sire Stake racing. In the first division, Vertigo Hanover with Tim Tetrick went off the 3-5 chalk from the rail. Built to Drive was 3-1, second choice for Jim Morrill Jr. Up front, Who's Your Boy, and Kevin Sizer, the 5-1 third choice. And here's the call.
Underway, an even start here. Vertigo Hanover takes a slight lead at the pylons. Also leaving to his outside there is up front Who's Your Boy moving into second. San Benelli going to retreat there in third. Far outside Sripanka trying to get into it fourth. Back at the rail is Monster Dragon, followed closely there by Born to Rock and Roll. Built to Drive is moving up a little closer there in seventh, and the early trailer is Mr. Jerry C. Field of 8 heads around that first turn, led by Vertigo Hanover. The quarter reached in 26-4, predictably sharp there. And Vertigo Hanover, the Canadian shipper, 3-5 favorite, does not want to let Sripanka pass. And Sripanka hung out to dry there on the outside, has to push towards the front end, no choice. Up front, Who's Your Boy has a Sire Stakes win to his credit. He's pacing third there with Sizer. Inside fourth, San Benelli, followed by Born to Rock and Roll with David Miller fifth. Around the turn is the Meadows shipper Monster Dragon pacing sixth. Then at the end, Built to Drive and Mr. Jerry C. The half 54-3, 27-4 second panel. Put to the test early on the front end there was Vertigo Hanover. Answered that challenge. He'll have a few more before this is done, I feel. Moving up on the inside there is up front Who's Your Boy. 3 wide now. Born to Rock and Roll heads into contention third. Fading in between horses there is Sripanka. Also getting into it there is Built to Drive. Back at the rail, San Benelli needs racing room. But still on the front end, Vertigo Hanover gets to 3/4. That fraction is incorrect there, but Vertigo Hanover has the lead by 3/4 of a length. On the outside, Born to Rock and Roll, trying to grind him down here. Inside with the good trip there is up front Who's Your Boy, Built to Drive out 3 wide. At the top of the stretch, look at Vertigo Hanover digging in and finding more here. Up front, Who's Your Boy trying to rally on the outside. San Benelli is gunning up the passing lane with a head of steam. Outside, Built to Drive, it's San Benelli up in time.
Well, as Gomer Pyle was once famous for saying, surprise, surprise, surprise. 17-1 San Benelli, sounds like a chick from South Philly, never left the pylons, then scooted up the Pocono Pike to win by a neck over fast-closing Built to Drive, who came from the men's room to just miss and nose Vertigo Hanover, who got woozy in the stretch, as people sometimes do with him. Anyway, time of the mile was 1:51.1, and now for the second division, here's Heather.
That's right. Going on to the next one, we've got I Am Perfect, right?
Don't get woozy on me.
Now, he's been racing in Canada this year. Buckmeister is trained by George Teague, and then we've also got River Shark. He's the favorite here with Danny Dubé in the bike.
Underway, I Am Perfect Right steps out to the early lead here by about a half length. Also leaving on the inside, Picasso's Boy settles in second with Buckmeister on the outside third. It's a gap back to fourth, and All Is Lost on the outside, followed at the rail by River Shark fifth. Then 2 more to up front, Eli pacing sixth. Then at the end, you've got Bruce Cav and In Over My Head. I Am Perfect Right with the lead, and then you've got 3 wide behind him. Out wide was All Is Lost there, filling in front of him, Buckmeister, the opening quarter, 27-3. Buckmeister on the outside with a slight lead. Inside the Canadian shipper, I Am Perfect Right, and All Is Lost. Coming off the good workout, got hung out wide there, but now has cover outside third as Buckmeister works hard to clear. Back at the rail fourth, there is Picasso's Boy. Then River Shark, the 4-5 favorite with Dubé, already 6 figures in the bankroll this year, is fifth. Following that up front, Eli, and at the back, Bruce Cav and In Over My Head. The half 55 even, 27-2 for the second panel, and Buckmeister was able to wrest that lead away and now extends. McCarthy did damage in the first Sire Stakes, now is out by 3. Inside, I Am Perfect Right. On the outside, trying to rally with a big brush there, Picasso's Boy. Inside, fading is All Is Lost, trying to move up River Shark with a lot of work to do, about 7 lengths back. It's still Buckmeister at 3/4-1, 22-4, a 27-4 third panel. Buckmeister with a lead of 3 parts of a length. On the outside, LaChance grinding away here with Picasso's Boy. I Am Perfect Right is third, and now moving up towards the front, River Shark fourth. At the top of the stretch, Buckmeister trying to dig in here. I Am Perfect Right takes to the passing lane. On the outside, River Shark trying to get to him. Buckmeister holding strong.
The Australian-born McCarthy wins again.
Ooh, it's good to be the king.
Yes, it is. This time with Buckmeister. They took the lead after the quarter pole, finished the mile in 1:50-4, wow, which is a new lifetime mark for this horse. I am perfect, right?
Yes, you are.
Wasn't perfect here, but he was close and took the place spot. And then we've got third, and that was River Shark. I do want to mention that Andrew McCarthy actually won 3 out of the 6 sire stakes on this evening.
Nice.
Big night. Big payoff night, yeah.
Okay, the betting public at the Downs for the next Pennsylvania Sire Stake was having a lot of difficulty in finding a chalk for that heat. They finally went for Tim Tetrick, which I guess is a decent thing to do when you can't decide who to bet on. And Rusty's All In finally got the nod and went off at 8-5. Followed closely by Panmunjom and Morrill Jr. at 2-1. And LQ Key with Dick Stillings, the old veteran, at 5-2. In the end, LQ Key knows Rusty's All In, winning in 151-3. Denham Hanover, an 18-1 bomber with David Miller, closed for third. And with the next Pennsylvania Sire Stake, here's Heather.
Yes, we've got Astounding Hanover in here, who's the better choice. Then there's Clear Vision, who won his last start right here at Chester. And then Going Native starts for trainer Tom Fanning. And Astounding Hanover lived up to his name with a 151-2 big effort. He's trained by Ron Burke and driven by Yannick Gingras. Clear Vision was second, and Going Native was third. I like that name.
Going Native, yeah. Okay, when we come back, the coach is here, and if you followed his picks last week, you found your way into a $107 exacta. And I actually had that, believe it or not, when we come back.
Say hello to some of our new arrivals. A no pan intended filly out of Armbro Elysium. A Cam's Card Shark colt from Upfront, Georgia. Rich and Elegant's Western Ideal colt, and he's on the pace. A Rock and Roll Hanover colt out of Panned Out. Find your next champion only at Hanover.
Alex is the food guy. He's actually forgotten more about lamb than you'll ever know. He made the reservation, he ordered the wine, and he's the one to thank for this meal. So while you know terms like split aces and double down, he knows terms like drawn butter and pan-seared. And when dinner comes, there's just something nice about having him at the table. That's why he'll always be a part of your group. Everyone plays a part at Harrah's.